Well, they don't want a lawsuit or something like that later on. I mean, it's just easier than not having that crop on there. Just right. That's true. So, right? I mean, think about how much that eyepiece probably falls out while he's doing his action scene.
To be or not. Oh, I fell out again. Gotta go to the toilet. Take off my... Oh, eyeball fell in the toilet.
Oh, poor baby.
Makeup, can you cover up and get the piss off the eyeball, please? And we're going to stick it back in. Thank you. It's bad enough you drop your cell phone in there. Driving your eyeball, that would just be a... Could you imagine that?
Sammy Davis Jr. has dealt with it all the time. Hey, baby.
Yeah. You can make sunrise. All right, and then Mark Hamill, of course, is always at junkets and talking all the time. Mark Hamill, a.k.a. Luke Skywalker. I've been using a lot of AKAs today. I just thought it sounded cool. He didn't think Star Wars was going to be as big as it was.
You know, I had a beginning, a middle, and end with this thing.
Sure.
I didn't think that even if they went on and did new films, that they'd ask us to come back.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's so much more enjoyable now. You have a little perspective. You know, when you're in your 20s, that was my first film. I thought, oh, they're all going to be like this.
Yeah.
He also talks about what's so gratifying about, you know, doing Star Wars.
The generational aspect.
Yes.
That the original fans have grown up. They're sharing them with their children.
That's right.
And they're timeless in a way. There was a period, you know, between Return of the Jedi and this new one. Now, 5-year-old kids, they have no sense of time. There's nothing in the movie that really dates it.
Yeah.
So, you know, they think we made the movies last month.
Yeah, it's sweet.
And their parents would be at the airport, and they'd be excited, pushing a 5-year-old towards 52-year-old me going, look who it is, it's Luke Skywalker. And the kids are gasped, like, what happened to this guy?
One of the big things that hit Mark Hamill is how he was filming The Last Jedi. They didn't use the CGI version of Yoda. They actually used the puppets. And Frank Oz came out to voice it. And we get to hear some of the behind the scenes when he first gets to see Yoda.
1, 2, 3, young Skywalker.
I'm still upset that he hasn't aged a day. and I've aged tragically.
So those actually sounds from when he first got to do rehearsal. Because none of it was CGI'd whatsoever. It was a live puppet. They just put the hologram around it. Do you like it better they didn't CGI it?
No, I really do. I mean, it's
nostalgic?
Well, yeah, I think so. But also, too, it's just I know we grew up with puppets, right? Too, right? Like, think about that one movie that is not going to go CGI that you're so thrilled about.
Yes,
here's your nerdy moment.
The Dark Crystal. The Dark Crystal is an awesome movie. They're having a whole TV show coming on Netflix that I can't wait to see.
Right. And so, but I mean, everyone's going to be a little bit different critic. Justice League, when they went CGI, oh my God. Everyone hated it and this and that. But it's about how everything blends together.
It looked bad.
Yeah, no, don't do CGI. It's either do it good, like Jurassic Park, either does it good or it doesn't.
There was too many people. There was too many cooks in the kitchen. That was the biggest problem. They kept tearing apart. No, we're going to reshoot this and do this.
Yeah, well, maybe too many dicks in the way. I don't know.
Do that. Also, Mark Hamill tells Radio Times he wants to play a ghost in the next Star Wars film. He thought he's a Force ghost. I'd love to see him used in a way that hasn't been done before. But he just wants to fight and do stuff and do something.
Yeah, but what do you think about that? I mean, like when Princess Leia started flying like Superman in outer space.
That was horrible.
Okay, exactly, but that we've never seen and doing something new. So now, if Mark Hamill is, instead of just giving wisdom,
he just wants to get back in there, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you know why? Because he's so upset. There's so many articles about, like, oh, this is how I would end Episode 9. Well, this is how I wish this would be. This is the thing. I mean, Mark Hamill loves this.
Well,
he lives and breathes it. Not like your Han Solo, because he did not care.
Well, did you see the article we posted? He reveals George Lucas' Star Wars ending. You heard there was an ending that George Lucas originally did, right? And he handed it over to them.
Well, I do know that Mark Hamill, a.k.a. Luke Skywalker, does not die.
Here's what happens. The latest in regards to George Lucas' original version of Star Wars Episode 6, 7, 8, which sounds like they would have focused on the Skywalker family, not solely on new characters. Hamill he just revealed this in a recent article, he would have spent most of the episode training Leia.
Right.
And training her to do something. I don't know exactly what happens. He didn't release that. and then he would die at the final episode of 9, and she would carry it on with Han Solo and have a child. But the whole Skywalker family does not die. They continue on. Now, George Lucas, when he sold off the franchise, handed this to Kathleen Kennedy and said, hey, this one.
Yeah.
She scraped it. She said, I'm going with what's-his-names. And then Abrams was supposed to do all 3 movies. She said, no. I like what you did, but I want to give Wilson the chance, him to do it. So she let him do it, and they liked it. But most people don't. And I didn't think the movie was bad. And I'll say this again. It wasn't bad. I didn't like it, though.
But see,
it didn't feel like Star Wars.
No, it didn't. And what's up with Kennedy, right? This is a woman. Her name is Kathleen Kennedy,
Kathleen
right?
Kennedy.
Why wouldn't she want to give more of empower? I swear to God, I really thought that Princess Leia was going to be trained. So when it came back on the scene, what? All she was, it was a boss? I'm like, so no power? Just like the Sixth Sense? That makes no sense with a Jedi family. No sense whatsoever.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's like giving someone a lightsaber, but you say you have to keep it off all the time. Makes no sense.
And I don't even want to get into the Solo movie.
You saw me looking into it.
Well, I saw you look into it, but I did an article that they expect this to just be. They want to push it out. Have you noticed you haven't seen that much press on it or pushing it?
No, I haven't.
They expect it just to be one of those movies. They expect it to be a Green Lantern, just to go, get it done, and go to the next thing.
Isn't it the same thing we talked about Justice League, right?
It's not the CGI. Do you want to hear what
it's
the biggest...
It's not about the CGI.
It's the actor. They had to bring...
I knew that actor was not going to be good.
They had to bring a acting coach with him onto the set to help him to act. As Ron Howard was like, can you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And he goes, yeah, I know exactly how you want that. So then the acting coach talked to him. He goes, you need to create this and do this and do this and this. There's a whole article I got written about it, and people are really scared.
Why
and he even
didn't someone just fire the dude and start from scratch? They've done that in other movies.
I got to find the headline, because I wrote a good headline for this one. It says...
Dumbasses, rewrite it?
No, it says, your nerd side... is even nerd is even worried about this. It's I don't know.
So let's tell everyone. So
your nerd side is a bit nervous about Solo movie. Following rumor from someone claiming to have been a Lucasfilm employee stating that Han Solo is an utter POS. Now an actor or part of the movie has come out and revealed details about the production problems. Virtual posted an interview with an actor who states working under former Han Solo director Phil Lord and Chris Miller was not a good experience, yet once Ron Howard got on board, things changed considerably. The actor goes on so far as, and I got to click it to read more.
Yes. Click.
The actor goes on so far that Eldon Elrich was struggling with his improvisation of Harrison Ford. So Disney brought an acting coach to help out who was regularly on set. According to the actor, the acting coach helped Eldon perform as Han Solo considerably. Yeah, there we go.
But the guy doesn't even float my boat.
No.
I mean, even like in any of his looks. I mean, even Games of Thrones actors look better than him after they got beat up. So I don't know what's going on here.
Are you ready for some more bad news?
Yeah, let's go. Let's put
Ron
it on.
Howard would do the scene in 2 or 3 takes. It
poor
also
guy.
said Ron Howard would shoot the same scenes, but apparently Ron Howard wasn't using the entire sets, only part of the sets, not shooting at wide angles to save money because they were way over budget because they had to use him and bring him back. And
do you know there was 2,500 actors that auditioned for that role?
Yeah, they could have found somebody else.
They could have found somebody.
This could. I don't know. I don't know what to say to this.
I feel. You know what? I feel. You know what I feel really bad for?
Han Solo.
No, because Harrison Ford messed that up.
No, I'm talking about Han Solo. I'm talking about the real Han Solo.
The real Han Solo. Well, yeah, he's going to want to be.
He's going to come back and shoot somebody.
I feel sorry for Howard because this is something that's important to him.
Yep.
He wants to do it best.
Yep.
And when you're lead actor, it's all about all the pieces, right? From the people behind the scenes, writing the script, to the director, cinematographer, you name it, and the actors. And it's going to look bad because they're going to say he didn't rescue it well. He didn't direct him. But I'm no expert, but I know what floats my boat and what doesn't. I mean, look at that. There's a photo here of a tweet that I can give you guys.
They look nothing alike.
It doesn't matter. Look
he's not very
look how
good
he's
looking.
posing.
He just doesn't look. Well, that's CGI'd.
I know, but he doesn't even look like he knows how to hold a freaking gun. He's like he's afraid of his own penis. What's going on here?
Are we going to go see the movie?
Yes.
Of course we are. There's no part about it.
We'll let you know.
All right, let's get into a quick interview we had at a Comic-Con. Arthur Burghardt. He is the voice of Destro. He also played Devastator for the Transformers. My gosh, there's so many different cartoons he did. A lot. Dragon's Lair. He does not like to be called a voice.
I really like
Dragon's Lair. He plays a dragon.
How did I insult? Did I say something wrong?
He is an actor, not a voice actor. He made that apparent to me very many times. And we're going to talk to Arthur Burghardt.
Flight controllers, give me a go, no-go for launch. Booster. Go. Retro. Go. Vital. We're go fly. Tell mute. Go. Control. Go fly. Procedures. Go. Network. We are go. We are go. We are go for launch.
So we're rolling tape, and I am in Sacramento. I'm sitting next to a legendary man. Actually, I was more excited to come up here. I wanted to meet you more than anyone else. Do you know that? Arthur. And his name is Arthur Burghardt. Did I say that right? Is it Burghardt?
You finally said something right.
I said something right. Because automatically, when I first met you, I walked in here. I can tell you're an actor. The way that you come across, the way you explain things and tell things and everything like that. And it's probably the same thing you did when you get your voiceover work. When you did voiceover work, you know that you look at the character and you create something. How was stuff given to you? I mean, because I got to say, and we haven't gotten into this yet. Everybody knows you through Destro, which is just like let's go to that real fast. Did you think that you were going to make a mark in society? You know, you made a mark on society, right?
I didn't think that, and I still don't think that.
It's unbelievable. I woke up Monday through Friday, and I would have a bowl of cereal watching you talking Cobra Commander like, Cobra Commander, you do not understand. We've got to leave. He is an idiot. We need to kill him. And all these kids my age who are, we're the new generation of kids that are grown up now, grew up watching you, and you helped change us and found us into something. You didn't know this?
No.
Arthur, you did a lot for us.
I didn't think so.
Oh, you did a lot.
I still don't think so.
Well, most people don't. It's the simplest things that you do in life or the things you don't know you do that help
right
change
about
people.
That. Yes.
And you've done a lot, okay?
Things gravitate differently than you can possibly imagine.
Yes, I mean, we're at the Comic-Con right now. Okay, we're at the Comic-Con. Tony, everybody came here to see you because of Destro. All right, they came to see you because of different things.
That amazes me.
Does that? Let's get into that. We know you're great in theater, great actor. You got a great voice. Your voice is amazing. And if I pass away, I'd like to give my eulogy. Would you do that for me? Would
You're
you?
so young, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but I have high blood pressure. It might happen. So let's get into this. Let's do some cartoons again. How did you transition from acting to the cartoons? What happened? Agent call you? They hear your voice on television? What happened?
Like, I left One Life to Live and did the same thing Orson Welles did, except I was drunk when I got off the plane.
Okay.
I said the same thing that he did when I got off the plane in L.A.
What?
L.A. L.A. is such a wonderful toy.
So were you doing more
or
stuff?
A marvelous toy.
So were you doing more stuff in New York then? I'm assuming that's where all the theaters are and stuff. Well, Broadway.
Yeah, I suppose I was. I did the Aisha Rahman play. Charlie Parker. I played Charlie Parker, directed by Bill Duke at the New York Shakespeare Festival. I did.
That's your passion, huh? Theater.
Yes,
I can tell it's your passion.
I did the role of Laurant in a musical version of The Misanthrope.
Mm-hmm.
I love the theater. As a matter of fact, what happened? The theater is my mother.
Well, theater is where everybody has to craft their art because it's true acting. It starts from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
My agent for voiceovers, not just cartoons but commercials. Right?
Yeah.
His thinking was the best actors do the best commercials.
Mm-hmm.
He also believed that the best actors do the best cartoons.
Well,
or good actors.
Yeah.
And the reason is that the voice without the nuance of the face and every other structure that we have, like movement, right?
Yeah.
the voice is the inspire. It's the soul.
Yeah.
Okay. The Greeks know that person. They knew